Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, Malaysia's 10th Prime Minister, launched the Madani Policy Framework, membangun negara madani, visi dan kerangka dasar reformasi. On the 19th January 2023, Madani envisioned a cultured advanced nation built on the 6 key principles: sustainability, prosperity, innovation, respect, trust and compassion. These values aim to create a sustainable, inclusive and equitable society. The term Madani was first introduced by Anwar Ibrahim in 1995 at the Istiqlal Festival in Jakarta, emphasizing social justice and democratic civil society. Malaysian Madani builds on this concept, offering a comprehensive vision for nation development, guided by modernity, creativity, respect, trust and kindness, driving Malaysia to peace and progress.
So now I will explain about the program regarding Malaysia Madani. The program is the Madani Youth Empowering Program. This program focuses on developing young Malaysians to become a great people in the process of national development. This initiative equips young people with the skills they need to support the economy by offering funding for entrepreneurship, mentorship, opportunities and leadership training. In line with the Malaysian Madani vision for a stronger, more cohesive country, this program fosters responsible, caring and creative leaders in addition to increase economic growth by investing in Malaysia's youth. Next, I will explain about the policy regarding Malaysia Madani. The policy is emphasis on inclusive economic development. The policy aims to reduce income inequality and equal distribution of wealth across communities in Malaysia. This policy encourages investment in industries such as renewable energy, green technology and digital or IT innovation. This also can lead to create job opportunities in these sectors, which can prepare workforce for future challenges while promoting sustainable economic development. Lastly, I will explain about the institution regarding Malaysia Madani. So the institution for Malaysia Madani is University Kebangsaan Malaysia (UKM). The Ministry of Higher Education's post-cabinet meeting decided to appoint University Kebangsaan Malaysia (UKM) as the Secretariat for the planning of Malaysia Madani related information programs at the Higher Education Institution (HAI) level. The UKM Strategy Centre has organised Civil Discourse Series 4, which explains and talks about the role of youth in empowering civil creativity. The programs focusing on the role of youth in developing a country based on Madani concept and strategy.
Let's move to the effort and activities Malaysia Madani. First of all is strengthen the economy by strengthening the firm from various aspects. For example, the government takes a look at the policy of economic growth by supporting small and medium enterprise SME by enhancing the framework for innovation and venture capital, capitalize on local talent and draw in talent to Malaysia, and encourage MSME to focus on exporting and revitalize the capital market to encourage business transformation. Meanwhile, provision in the social safety net is also very important in this aspect. Secondly is sustainability of the environment. For instance, under the supervision of Malaysia Madani, the government has emphasized climate resilience through green growth initiative to meet international environmental needs. These include expanding the capability for producing renewable energy, putting solar panel on government buildings, creating a self-contained system for renewable energy and encouraging new green growth sector like CCUS, EV and hydrogen.
Moving on to the initiative of Malaysia Madani. So the first initiative is poverty alleviation through e-Kasih. e-Kasih is a comprehensive national database designed to manage and monitor poverty alleviation program in Malaysia. It collects detailed information about underprivileged households, including profiles, assistance received and program effectiveness. This centralized data enable effective planning and implementation of targeted aid programs, ensuring that assistance reaches to those who need it the most. The second initiative is access to education. So the firstly through scholarship and financial aid, which is Didik Madani Yapim. Didik Madani Yapim offer financial assistance to underprivileged students in higher education institutions. Eligible students receive RM1,000 to cover fees and related expenses, helping them to reduce the education gap for B40 families. The second example is financial literacy for youth, which are Celik Madani. Celik Madani promote financial planning among youth by providing initial investment and financial tools, aiming to enhance financial literacy. This initiative target 1 million students in public university, encouraging early financial independence and economic stability. Lastly is by empowering marginalized community, which are through urbanizing rural areas. Urbanizing rural area program seek to transform rural community by improving socio-economic condition, fostering entrepreneurial activities and creating job opportunities. It ensures rural development aligned with national objective, enabling villagers to enhance their income and quality of life. Now, let's look at the contribution of Malaysia Madani. The first one is focus on economic justice. Malaysia Madani emphasizes equitable wealth distribution to address income disparities, particularly for low and middle income groups, through job creation and equal opportunities. This initiative focuses on creating employment opportunities while ensuring inclusivity in economic participation. Next is through strengthening social protection. Programs such as Residency Madani aims to support first-time home buyers, providing better loan scheme and financial guarantees to make sure housing more affordable for low-income groups. Secondly is through support for cost of living. To reduce financial burden on Malaysian Madani has introduced various measures which are affordable meals by Yung Rahmah initiative. These offer meals at RM5 to support Malaysians struggling with rising living costs. Next is discount on essential goods. During Ramadan, essential items like rice, chicken and vegetable are provided at discount up to 30% across 450 nationwide locations. The third is anti-corruption measure. Recognizing this detrimental impact of corruption, Malaysian Madani has introduced measures to enhance governance, transparency and integrity, which are through education on ethics and anti-corruption. Anti-corruption awareness is integrated into school curricula, teachers training and a higher education program to foster ethical practice for a young age. Next is empowering anti-corruption agency. Institutions like Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) are given enhanced authority to address high-profile corruption cases, ensuring accountability at all levels of governance. Lastly is fiscal responsibility for sustainable governance. Malaysian Madani prioritize fiscal sustainability and accountability to ensure long-term economic resilience. First is through Fiscal Responsibility Act. This act focuses on reducing the fiscal deficit from 5% of GDP in 2023 to 4.3% in 2024 with a long-term target of 3%. Next is Public Finance and Fiscal Responsibility Bill in 2023. This establishment guideline for sustainable financial management such as capping government debt to 65% of GDP and limiting debt service cost to 15% of the annual budget. Lastly, through reforming subsidies. Targeted reform in subsidies, particularly in energy, ensure fair assistance while addressing environmental concerns.
Now, I will present a SWOT analysis of the Malaysia Madani initiative highlighting its significant progress and the challenge it faced in achieving its ambitious goal. The Malaysia Madani vision strives to create a more prosperous, inclusive and advanced Malaysia. By examining its strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, we can gain a clearer understanding of its trajectory and potential for long-term success. First one is strengths. A key strength of the Malaysia Madani initiative is Malaysia rich multiculturalism, which fosters a vibrant environment of innovation and provide access to a diverse and highly skilled talent pool. The consistently low unemployment rate reflect a healthy economy and a strong productive workforce. Furthermore, Malaysia's geographical location in Southeast Asia, coupled with its active membership in ASEAN, provide significant advantage in regional trade and economic collaboration. Strategic partnership with global technology leaders such as Google and IBM are driving technological advancement and fostering economic diversification, creating new opportunities for growth. Significant investment in crucial infrastructure, particularly in the transportation sector, are demonstrably boosting tourism and facilitating increased trade. Second one is weaknesses. A significant weakness that the Malaysia Madani initiative must address is the persistent issue of political corruption, which hinders efficient resource allocation and undermines public trust in government institutions. Access to basic human rights remain uneven across the country, resulting in inequalities in healthcare, education and the justice system. The economic over-reliance on volatile commodity exposes it to significant risk associated with global price fluctuation. Finally, deforestation and environmental degradation pose a considerable threats to Malaysia's biodiversity and long-term environmental sustainability. Third one is opportunities. A key opportunities for the Malaysia Madani initiative lies in strategically transitioning towards a more robust and diversified service-based economy, thereby reducing its dependence on fluctuating commodity markets. Malaysia's stunning natural beauty and rich cultural heritage offer significant untapped potential for substantial growth in the tourism sector. The burgeoning fast food industry presents promising opportunities for both investment and job creation. Regional economic integration with ASEAN open doors to increase trade, foreign investment, and enhance regional collaboration. Last one for SWOT analysis is threats. Security threats including terrorism and extremism pose a significant risk to foreign investment and the tourism sector, potentially hindering economic growth. The increasingly impactful effect of climate change pose considerable risk to agriculture, coastal community and the vital tourism sector. A global economic slowdown could negatively affect Malaysia's export and consequently its overall economic growth. Now, let's move on to achievement of Malaysia Madani. The Malaysia Madani initiative has already yielded significant achievement, including substantial economic growth and demonstrable progress in poverty reduction. The government's commitment to inclusive development is actively working to bridge regional disparities and promote equitable
equitable opportunities for all citizens. Public service reform enhancing efficiency, transparency, and responsiveness in government operation, leading to improved service delivery. The notable increase in cooperative registration, particularly in Sabah, demonstrate progress in community empowerment and economic development at the grassroots level.
Now, let's move to the challenge faced by Malaysia Madani. The first one is ethnic and socio-economic divides. This means Malaysia multi-ethnic society struggles with racial and class-based inequalities. Ethnic-based policies may clash with Madani's exclusivity goals, creating resistance. For example, the new economic policy in 1971 aimed to reduce poverty and economic imbalance favoring the Malay majority, which is Bumiputera. Next one is political polarization. This means Malaysia's political landscape is fragmented with racial and religious narratives dominating public discourse. Competing political interests may hinder Madani's implementation as politicians prioritize short-term gains over long-term reforms. The third one is governance and corruption. This means trust in public institutions is low due to past corruption scandals and inefficiency. Systemic reforms are needed but may face resistance from entrenched interests. For example, the 1MDB scandal, where billions were siphoned, implicate former Prime Minister Najib Razak and other officials. And the last one is economic constraints, which means Malaysia faces economic challenges such as rising debt, inflation, and slow wage growth. Limited financial resources may hinder the implementation of Madani's policies and reforms. For example, government budget constraints could affect investments in public welfare, education, and infrastructure. Now let's take a look on the impact faced by Malaysia Madani. The first one is limited progress on national unity. This means persistent societal divisions may prevent Madani's vision of a cohesive Malaysia. Unequal opportunities, affirmative action policies, and religious disagreements hinder social cohesion. For example, disputes over vernacular schools and Islamic law implementation within ethnic and religious divisions. The second one is missed opportunities for reform. This means political resistance and institutional inertia may stall transformative reforms. On the other hand, delayed progress in sustainability, innovation, and inclusivity. For example, slow adoption of renewable energy due to resistance from fossil fuel-dependent industry and policymakers. The third one is lower economic growth. If economic challenge persists, Malaysia may struggle to attract foreign investment and remain competitive. On the other hand, reduced economic opportunities can lead to higher unemployment and increased financial hardship for citizens. For example, delayed infrastructure projects and limited support for SMEs, which is small and medium enterprises, could weaken Malaysia's economic resilience. And the last one is decline in public trust, which is continued governance issues, corruption, and unfulfilled promises may erode public confidence in the government. Moreover, low trust in institutions can lead to decreased civic engagement and voter apathy. For example, public skepticism towards reforms may result in reduced participation in government initiatives, making it harder to implement Malaysia Madani's goal effectively. The Madani Youth Empowerment Program should expand to rural areas, offering talent skill training in agriculture, ecotourism, and manufacturing to boost economic growth. Malaysia Madani Initiative need to clear goals and monitoring system, while university can create hubs to connect students, industry, and government. Public-private partnership can support renewable energy projects and food security through local task forces. Program like Didik Madani should teach financial literacy to B40 students, and Residency Madani can offer microloan for first-time home buyers. Investment in green energy, anti-corruption campaigns, and cultural exchange program are key to fostering unity, transparency, and sustainable development. The Malaysia Madani Framework aims to transform the nation by promoting inclusivity, sustainability, and cooperation through 6 core values: sustainability, prosperity, innovation, respect, trust, and compassion. Key initiatives like Payung Rahmah, urbanizing rural areas, Didik Madani, and Celik Madani address income inequality, education, and resource distribution while fostering financial literacy and governance transparency. With consistent reforms, teamwork, and political commitment, Malaysia Madani strives to build a harmonious and progressive society, setting a global example of sustainable development.